Hello. Okay, so this is part two of the assembly video for these instructions on how to do this these pipes. So first thing is we said what we needed, and I've got the camera the other way round on this one, so this is a little bit awkward. Let me just hold that up. Okay, so I'm looking myself. I'm looking here at the thing. Alright, so we have F8, which is this, and we have pipe number 8. Now bear in mind this is upside down, so let me just turn that so you can see. It says front 8 here. Alright, and we want number 4. That's front 4. Front 4. And we have number 33. So on our diagram we have 3 nodes to give us a tripod on F8. Okay, this one, that one, and that one. Alright, now as these two are in a plane, in an XY plane, and as this node is there, can you see? Alright, we have this is that pipe, this is that pipe, that is number 17 diagonally across there. This is number 14. This one is number 14 going in this direction. This is number 4 going in this direction, and this one is number 5 going this round. So that's the right way round, but remember that when it goes on here, it's turned upside down and it's orientated that way. Alright, so we're going to remember that. Now let me just set up the camera here so that you can see what I'm doing, as I can hold. Yes, brilliant. I'm actually watching. I've got it on pointing at me mode on the camera. So here's, I can't believe how fast I've got through these. This is the second one. An entire one went on the bonnet. I haven't even finished the this is Loctite Extreme glue, and this is the glue that doesn't properly stick to PLA, which is good, not bad. If you've never seen Wreck-It Ralph, I'm good and that's not bad. I'm bad and that's okay. There's no one I'd rather be, but there's no glue I'd rather be than Loctite Extreme. The reason is because if we make a mistake, it can be disassembled, whereas something like fantastic Gorilla Glue, which I absolutely love. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's absolutely fantastic, the delivery thing, and it's got a resealing thing in here, which, you know, it pokes a hole in there so you don't end up wasting the bottle like you do with a lot of other brands. There's not a product placement, by the way. It's too strong, and you can't disassemble it without risking breaking the PLA. You end up snapping the thing off if you try and take it off and to adjust thing. So anyway, let's take that off first. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is when that goes on, all right, when that goes on, you have a problem. You can't. This part here pushes the glue inside, and you end up with no glue on there. or no glue on there, and all the glue ends up on the inside and down here. So basically what I'm doing is I'm putting, squeeze it a little bit inside here. Good, that's all the way around. Now so I'm going to check this again to make sure that I'm putting it, this is number 8, okay, alright. So this is the one that I want to put the glue on, and then I put it on the, not on here, not on there, I'm putting the glue on in this groove, in the groove part of this. Blotch, blotch, blotch. Okay, now I don't know if you can see this, but you can see all of these are level. So when that is on, I can put this down on the table, but I can't put it down immediately because there's all this glue on it. So always put the cap back on the glue. A piece of tape that I know from experience happens to go round twice. Nice and easy to tear. This is standard painter's tape. Alright, so now comes the important bit where we had this level, because if it wasn't dead straight, you could put this on and maybe fake it up, but when you put pressure on it, it's a problem. What happens is it goes like that, right? And yeah, I think so. You really want to be thinking. So put it on, twist it. Now some of the glue will come out onto the edge. You can see some of the, just there, some of the glue has blobbed out. Don't worry about it. Put pressure on it, right, and begin wrapping the tape approximately 2/5, 3/5. So 2/5 on the pipe and 3/5 over the thing. But make sure that if you've got one of these pieces, that the tape as best you can goes underneath it, right? So as soon as you can, and applying pressure with one finger, squish the tape down, right? Squish it together, pinch it, and then push it down. And with these fingers, pull this part so that it's under tension. It's better when this is longer, so this one will be easier. Right? As this tape is a pain in the ass, it only sticks, really sticks sticky side itself to sticky side. It does not stick sticky side to unsticky side, and that's by design, because it's precisely and exactly what painter's tape is for. Right, now I've got that on, that's that, but it's wiggling about, and it's possible to come off. So, and you wouldn't believe how much of this we get through. Long piece. All right. Where can I put it? There. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go from here. So we're going to go from here. We're going to go up, round here, round to the top there, down, and then back onto the pipe itself. Man, don't let it touch. Oh, shit. Don't let it touch. Okay, I think this is going to be long enough. We'll just have to see. All right, so and here, yes, it is. It's going to be okay. All right, now to get some strength, pinch it together. Okay, because this stuff has a habit of breaking. All right, and tearing against the edges. Okay, but don't pinch too much, because you actually want, remember, it sticks self to itself, better. And actually, I really needed that to wrap round, but never mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to join it to itself. I'm going to take it off a bit. The thing. And I'm going to join it there. Alright, so it sticks best sticky side to sticky side. Okay, I'm pushing down, I'm pulling the tape under a lot of pressure, which means that that bit there bites in. Alright, put a lot of pressure on here. Now what's happening is this is a lever effect and it's levering backwards, so we need a counterbalance to that. And the counterbalance we're going to join onto these. So we're going to make an even longer piece than we did last time. Again, we're going to squash it in the middle to give it some strength, and we're going to put it on the opposite side of here. Okay, all right. And we're going to thread it down through this one, down through there. All right, you see how it's not going to catch on any edges here. And we're very deliberately going to get this one to join with this piece here. Remember, sticky to sticky is the strongest thing for this tape. Now I'm going to take that off again and pull it tight. No, it's slipping. Again, this is where you have to be really careful. Where is the side that I want to join that onto? Yes, it's that one. Wrapping. See why we've made it so long? Now I'm pulling tight. Round, and that's tape to tape. Fantastic. That was actually too long, which is good news because now we have some that we can put there and use this piece to wrap round there. Now here we have some pieces that we can use for as tensioners. Okay, and that's not tight, and it's not really tight enough. You can see how it's wobbling. I'm annoyed with myself for that. We might be able to fix it by doing, keep this out of the way of that one. Keep it out of the way of that one. And we might be able to fix it by doing and this is why this okay, what I'm doing here is there's these two pieces here which I want to push inwards to get a pull on here, and I can achieve that by wrapping that extra piece on, which has to come underneath this one. Right, you don't want to cover this one. Pull it really tight. So, as to explain, we have this piece has wrapped around here and come down and gone to the back of here. This one starts there, goes round and goes to the back. This piece starts at the front and has joined onto that one, goes round. No. What have I done? Oh yes, I know. I'm thinking. Goes round the opposite way and joins on so that the two pieces sticks sticky side to sticky side. Okay, you'll work it out. All right, now that you've seen the principle, you'll work it out. And then if the pieces are not tight enough, because you have Right, let me demonstrate. Okay, you have a piece of tape like this. You put another piece of tape on there, all right, and you pull that tight. Yeah, and this one tears. Yeah, which is exactly what you don't want to happen. So what you do is, that's why you crush it together, right? And when this piece goes on, it's double or even triple strength here. It's double or triple strength here, and this piece will not tear it. Will not tear this one. Okay, so that's what we did here. Okay, we ended up with a piece that's double, triple strength, and this piece that went over it pulled it in under tension, and that pulled these two pieces together, which was precisely what we wanted to happen. Okay, right. So it's a matter of mechanics. It's a matter of mechanics. All right, using a lever effect of two pieces that when you push it down, it pulls the ends together. Yeah, and because of the angles involved, you get a multiplier effect of very little tape pressure here on this tape, putting an enormous force here until you start to get to about 45-degree angle, and then it's an equal. It's down to angles and levers and stuff and things. All right, so that's that one. We've done that one. Now I just want to repeat the process with this one again. That's, if we check this, it's nice and thing. It's not going around like this. Right. And you of course measured everything already to make sure that you're gluing on things that are in fact actually the correct lengths. Of course I did that, ha ha ha. Right, so that's the inside of that, and outside in the groove. This glue is really not wanting to come out too much. I'm thinking, try not to put it actually on the surface of the table. And open it and keep it off the surface of the table. Two wraps of length, that's two wraps. Okay, this one should be slightly easier because we have you can see how long that is. So there will be one problem area, but not two. Okay, so this one I can do a 1/3, 2/3. Okay, all right, so squash it in, keep the tension on. I've got it against my body, and I've got my finger on, one finger on there and one finger on here, this finger. All right, just keeping it level. I'm crushing that to the top tape together and pulling and keeping it under tension, crushing, wrap, crush on the other side here, and turn it round, keep the pressure on with the other hand. Now it doesn't matter if you go up, but crush, wrap, crush, wrap. Okay, brilliant. Now I'm looking for, that's that one on, but it's this one wiggles about, this one doesn't. Okay, or actually the PLA plastic actually starts to wiggle. It's so well attached here that it's the plastic, the rest of the plastic, that can actually start to wiggle about. So I'm now looking for ways that I can tension onto without covering up this joint. Where can I put tape? And I think I can route it between these two, go round here, back round here where we put the other one. Or, no, very simple. Go around the back. Okay. We're going to go around the back. I'm going to put that up like this thing so you can see it. So, where are we? We want this one. So we're going to put on here, round there, and back up there. Long one. Alright. Again, crush in the middle. Crush, crush, crush. To give us double length. And what do we say? Round here. Yes, brilliant. Okay. I am going to need to take it off the table. I'm going to need to root that in there. Arg, arg, that's too long. That's much too long. Done it. Actually, maybe not, because I'm going to root it round the front there, so it's going to be partly up. Yeah, it's not really sticking. Cross them over. I'm going to cross them over. One. Stick your. One. Damn it! We messed this one up. Okay. Yes, it really is this much of a pain in the ass. And I'm going to join that onto there. So this is my anchor point, tape anchor point. Let's see, it's wiggling about, damn it. Pull under tension in this one. Hope like hell that works. Oh! Let's poke my stomach. Right, okay. Sorry, very awkward. I'm going to wrap this. That's complete. This here has come loose. And it's got glue, but the glue is nowhere near dry, so it's turning about. So I'm going to do another wrap on here, and I'm going to very deliberately pull that in. And I'm going to double back up. That should be better. It's not really tense, it's not really tight enough here, this one. Let's check it. No, that's completely useless. That's annoying. The other one was really good. This one's useless. No, it's not useless. It's only got the one, hasn't it? We need a second one. So where are we going to root for this one? We can't go across the front here, but we do need to end up across here. So I know what we'll do is we'll go from the same one again, but we'll go around the front this time. Okay. It's not perfect. Can we go at the very least? I think what we can do is we can go around the front for one of these, around here for one of these. Okay, so yeah, I know what we'll do, because we'll do this. we're going to go round there, and then we're going to go onto this one. Okay, ready? Tension, tension, tension. Joined. Now what's happening is that one is pulling these two puppies. Okay, alright, so we've got this piece of tape under here is pulling against pulling down. You can see it's got wobble there. Alright. This piece of tape is pulling it down this way. So a third piece of tape across here should do the trick. Yes, really, it genuinely is this much tape. I know it looks excessive, but it really isn't. Now, in this case, what we're going to do is we need it to be on here. And we're going to use this. Now, this is the risk of a thing. I know what we'll do is we'll double up along this edge. Okay, and that edge only, because we do actually need it to stick. Brilliant. Okay, and we'll go round here. Tension, 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 stick. Alright, don't worry about this piece. Don't worry about that piece. Alright, now, can you see here? These are doubled up. So if we crush these two together, it will not split the tape. This is free between these two pieces, and we're going to crush those two together, and we're going to crush that edge together, so that if we do put some tape here, it won't damage that. And we're going to wrap this one yet again to pull in these edges and to pull in these two pieces, these two pieces here. We're going to pull those in as well. Finally, are we happy? Is it moving about? Oh, damn it, it's still moving about. I'm going to trust the glue on this one. But also what will happen is that when this one is on, we can do a joiner from here to here and from here to here, which will pull these in. But also what we can do is we can do some more tape. When this pipe is on, we can do some more tape bridging, triangular bridging across there to pull it back. And likewise there and there. So on all four of these, we can put tape across here to here, here to here, here to here, and here to here. Alright, and that will brace that up. Now, where is the bamboo? The bamboo is here. Right, so now what we have is we have two pieces. This is fixed, and this is going to be fixed. So the only one we need to be concerned about is making sure that this is on here. Alright, so let's set up the camera over here, and specifically pointed in the sky. Can we see all those? Yes, we can now. 1, 2, and I'm putting it on the base, which I will point at in a minute, and I'm just resting it on here. Okay, and it's just resting on here at the moment. Okay, alright, so let us, I'm not going to do this one, we're not going to do that one first, we're going to be very careful, because these actually attached-ish, alright. We're going to do this one first, okay? Alright, and we're going to, normally what I do is if the tripod is to like this, it can actually just fall off, right? But this one is actually reasonably stable under gravity. I don't expect it to fall off, but just from off, sometimes what I will do is I will put a piece of tape just across here to make sure that it doesn't come off. In fact, that's what I'll do. There we go, 1 and 2. That should do the trick. Just to, you know, they're going to come off. You know, this is painter tape. It's specifically designed to be removable. Now, glue on here. You want a blob that goes slightly over the edges. I mean, you need a really big blob, because the more glue on it, this stuff really doesn't. This stuff really doesn't want to stick to PLA. It really doesn't like it. Now, when you put these on, you should notice that they should be flat on the surface of the thing. If they're at an angle, you've either got the wrong one, or the node itself is incorrectly angled. And if it is incorrectly angled, it will affect every single one of these nodes. One of the pipes will be at the wrong angle. So it's quite important to make sure that you've got it. Now, I can go from the top. From the top, I can put tape that goes onto here, both sides. So that's what I'm going to do for that. Now for this one, I'm going to make sure we've got all 3. Now for these ones, you can actually use slightly shorter tape, as you don't have to go all the way around the 21.5mm. And also what we're doing is, ta-da, we're doing double beauty. We're crushing the tape that was previously doubled up. Okay. Alright. And it's going onto the... See what I mean? That's come off there. It's going onto the pipe, but it's also going onto itself. It's going onto the bamboo, but also going onto itself. For God's sake. Sorry. It's not going onto the bamboo, it's not going onto itself. It's going on the floor. Alright, let's redo that. Okay, now I'm leaving a little bit here, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this. But again, I'm gluing the tape to itself and then sticking it on there. Now notice I didn't double any of these up, so I'm going to do that now. Crush those and pull them round, and that's torn. Blast! Yes, this really is normal, and you just have to, again, be patient. Be patient with yourself and with the tape and things, and just do another one. I'm going to crush this one. Is that enough? Nope, crush it a bit more. Okay, that's better. And we're going to do it on the other side this time, but this time we're going to pull it and pull it out of tension. Right. Tape to tape on the opposite side, and I'm much happier with that. This is falling off already on here. Put that back on. Another roll. Damn. Fortunately, these rolls are only about £1 at Asda's. Alright, does that pull? It does a little bit. It pulls off. So that still wasn't enough. The tensioning on here still wasn't enough. I don't want to do any more on there. What I will do instead is the same trick. Remember I said we'll put some tape 4 sets of tape, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll also put some here, across between there and there, and some between here, across there and there. And also on the inside, there's an inside thing here. If I turn this around, you can see this one. We'll put some between here and here as well when this one is in. Now you can't put too much, because what happens is it will actually bend. Where's my fingers? It will bend the bars. You literally end up with bending of the bars inwards if you do too much. I'm going to leave it at that, because it's very much the same repeat process. Here, here, and here. It's very much the same process, but you get the general idea that you basically, two very important things. One is that we have a tripod. 3 very important things. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Key element, surprise, surprise, and a true message. Sorry. There's 3 things. One, that you have a tripod on pieces that are already known stable. All of these points, 1, 2, 3, are known stable. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Pointing when the camera isn't looking. Those are known stable, and you've got tripod. 2, we attached tape across at points that we knew could be a possibility of either pulling off, or just simply from the fact that they're under gravity, they're pointing like this. And there was actually some like that. The bonnet pieces actually have a tripod that is under gravity, so it was actually always pulling on this one that was leaning over like that, so it was always pulling on there. That was a pain in the ass, that one was. But again, because there's a central pivot point for that, as long as I kept tape tensioned on this one, these 2 were absolutely fine. And the third point is that you just don't be afraid to wrap multiple times. If one to do a hold, and then you make a mistake, it doesn't matter, you just put another one over it on top. Learning from mistake, but keeping things under tension. Crush them with your fingers, pull the tape really hard, but not hard enough to actually snap it. But also bear in mind, this tape, there's some sort of oil on this surface, which as it builds up on your fingers become slippy, and then so does anything else you touch, including the bamboo or the tape. So if you get any of the oil from whatever it is on this surface on here, the tape won't stick. So just watch out for that, and bear it in mind. So I'm going to leave that not very good glue to dry, and then I'm going to carry on, and I'm going to put the other ones on. So we'll get there's a bracing piece, you can see here, this bracing piece. Make sure that this rectangle remains solid, and there's a corresponding one across here, and then I can start putting the where's the other one's thing? No, that's already in. Yeah, that's okay, that's all right. I'm just thinking out loud. Once there's another front piece coming on here, right? At which point these 3 boxes will be rock solid, right? Because they're fully braced. You can't exactly tell from this, but that's the front one. So that's actually a 21.5mm pipe at the front of it here. So these, yes, that's a 21.5mm, which is the diagonal up to here, here. Yeah. Right, so we've got from there to there. Let's go up from here to here, diagonal to this one here. This is complicated. We actually need a 3D virtual reality, two goggle glasses to do this justice. Really, so tricky to demonstrate the assembly of a 3D object. But yeah, I think we're good. Demonstrated wrapping, gluing, assembly trips. Make sure you have a tripod with one node on it. Make sure things are in a plane. Make sure that the piece is attached. Yeah, we're good. Thank you very much.